Welcome to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where it is hot. A heat wave has set in here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, at the Hog Pen, and here with Charles Doherty, we are ready to go. Two teams that have not had the seasons they might have expected, have maybe played half of a season, depending upon which side of the ball you ask, Charles, but both teams looking for a win to close out the spring season and maybe get to some cooler weather in October.
Oh, yeah, I'm sitting here, I got my tank top on and my Speedo. I'm just kidding.
Yikes.
I feel like it's Monday night, man. This is awesome. Between these two teams, I think what I'm looking for, and I think the team that's going to win is going to have the stronger defense, but also both of these teams have been struggling on third down. So I think that the team that's on the right side of that has a good chance of winning.
Here's a look at the coin toss. Pittsburgh's going to get the ball first, and that we're about to see who can win maybe weakness on weakness. Pittsburgh's offense, Albuquerque's defense has been struggling this season, but we'll find out who can make it happen. The Hog Pen at Oneburg Stadium. Kick it, we're underway in Pennsylvania. From the 11 off the kickoff. Pittsburgh on the return, makes a move, gets out to the 32-yard line, and that is where the Pittsburgh offense will start with the football. The quarterback is Angel Vasilikles. Running backs Robert Nemchek, B.B. Belitz. Receivers Kenny Slider Jr., Samaje Sims. Tight end is Talababi. And on the line, Carly Forge and Kiara Cool to keep your eye on, 52 and 71 respectively. First down for Pittsburgh. Angel gives it off. That is a quick, nice run up the middle for Belitz. Picks up 6.
Yeah, Carly Forge at center and Kiara Cool, the tackle. I think they're going to be busy tonight. I would expect a lot of runs handing the ball off to Nemchek and Belitz.
Belitz this season has... As that handoff is to Nemchek. We'll get to that in a minute. But Belitz, 174 yards, 3 rushing touchdowns. Nemchek with a touchdown of his own, and he picks up a first down for Pittsburgh.
And that's not an easy run, Cam, because you got to run over to the fullback side of the field. You got to hit that extra afterburner there in order to get to the gap.
Good start for the Riverhogs, who are wearing their alternate gold unis here tonight with the black helmets and black pants. Albuquerque's in their slime green helmets with the black and white jerseys, black numbers. Vasilikles to pass, dumps it off out of the backfield. Belitz is going to be dragged down after a pickup of 7. Let's meet that Albuquerque Adams defense led by Seth Harrison on the line. A talented linebacking core, including Lucas Gilbert, Seth Berlin, and Sonny Sky, who made that last tackle. Cornerbacks are Dustin Sakasi, Sidney Galloway, Maxwell Quimby, and the safeties are Sullivan Tyson and Dylan Bamsler, who leads the league in tackles. That time getting dropped, the Pittsburgh rushing game 2 yards short of the first down.
I mean, every run I've seen so far, they've been able to get at least a positive gain. Let's see if Albuquerque sends Sky on their outside linebacker in on a blitz.
3rd and 2, handoff, and stuck right at the line by Lucas Gilbert, taking down the Pittsburgh Riverhogs attack. That was Belitz on the carry, and now they have a decision to make early on 4th and 1. They're going for it.
There you go. Why not?
Feels like the water boy. Can't hold nothing back now.
You can do it.
4th and 1. Handoff again, right up the middle. Took a shot, but Robert Nemchek gets the first down, and Pittsburgh's drive continues.
Why not? I mean, I said, a couple plays ago, they've been getting positive runs on every run play, so why not go for it on 4th down? Put your trust in Forge and Cool on that line to open up a hole.
Pittsburgh keeping Roquan Dots in this powerful Albuquerque offense off the field early. Sidney Galloway following the receiver across the field. Now Angel throws. That pass is caught. Broken tackle. 25-20. 15 down to the 12-yard line. That pass hauled in by Samaj Sims for Pittsburgh, first down.
It started off with Vasilikis, the quarterback, showing some motion to show the man-on-man defense, but knew it had an advantage with Sims there in the slot. Was able to get a perfect pass to him and a good gain after catch.
Sims, the team's leading receiver, 25 receptions, 354 yards this season. Trying to get to 500 at that halfway mark. They'll dump it off to Belitz. Belitz down to about the 9-yard line. Will pick up 4 before Albuquerque gets the stop. Looking for a goal line stand.
I like it how Pittsburgh is mixing up the play so far early in this game, especially those short passes to the halfback out of the backfield.
Ironically, Pittsburgh's one win this season is Nashville, the team's the league's top seed right now, trying to get another big win here against the Adams as Vasilikis drops to throw into the end zone. Double coverage, tried to squeeze it in there to Sims, but it was busted up by Maxwell Quimby and company.
Not a lot of real estate to work with there. If you're going to throw it there in the corner of the end zone, you got to get rid of the ball quickly because the defense is going to sit on it and just wait for you to throw in their area.
Third down and 6 for Pittsburgh. Angels going to go out of the shotgun now. 2-by-2 look. Dime package for the Adams. Now Belitz in motion out of the backfield. Empty with 8 on the play clock. Vasilikis to throw into the end zone. Tipped again and incomplete. And Albuquerque's going to get that stand they were looking for. Pittsburgh will have to settle for 3 after a 4-minute drive.
They gave up on the run as they got closer to the goal line. Not sure why, but secondary of Albuquerque really stood their ground and was able to stop this drive out of the end zone at least.
A 25-yard field goal attempt now coming up for Pittsburgh. Snap was a little bit high, but the hold was terrific, and the kick from Takeda Yuki is good. An 11-play, 59-yard drive capped off in a field goal. Pittsburgh gets our first points of the day.
They've got a lot to build on here, Cam. They didn't get in the end zone, but did a great mix of plays. Like I said, the run game was pretty reliable on that first series. So a lot of things to be happy about. They just need to keep their foot on the pedal as they get close to the end zone.
So out comes this potent Albuquerque Adams offense on the return up to the 32-yard line. That is where Roquan Dots will begin with the football. Charles, 300 passing yards per game for Dots and only 2 picks in his first 5 starts of the season.
Yeah, I'm excited to see him play tonight. Doesn't make a lot of mistakes, as you said. And also has a good supporting cast as well. You know, dangerous tight end in Williams and also very dangerous wide receiver in Tarantino.
Bobby Tarantino, a product and project out of the Florida Storm, back-to-back championships. And he has had a special year in SFLm, shining now second in the league in receiving yards, only behind Bossier City's Xavier Knight. 1st and 10 at the 32 for Albuquerque on their first offensive possession. It will start with a Dots pass. Dots down the field, nearly picked right off the jump as that pass was swatted away by an incoming linebacker.
Yeah, the one thing, they've got the Pittsburgh Riverhogs have some beasts on defense, and I think it starts with their defensive end, Lindsey Timpson. Has everything you need in a defensive end: speed, pass rush, coverage, and sack as well. So you got to keep the ball away from him and don't run to the opposite side if you can.
Handoff, Albuquerque with a little juke near a first down. That's Craig Reynolds with the 9-yard pickup to set up 3rd and 1.
That's a great run play on 2nd down to get that many yards. Didn't get the first down, but I think they're sitting pretty good here at 3rd and 1.
Albuquerque has a unique rushing attack in 3rd and short situations. They're going to send the fullback out, and they will hand it off to Dalton Barker with his first carry to move the chains for Albuquerque and get a first down, trying to utilize a bunch of weapons on this offense.
Yeah, very creative for Albuquerque. As we said before we went on air, both Barker and Tarantino have a couple rushing touchdowns in their back pocket.
First down for the Adams. Both teams moving the ball here early as the handoff goes to Reynolds. He's got a lot of space, a 5-yard pickup right at the midfield marker. Will set up 2nd and 5.
He's so quick off the handoff. He hits that gap. And just you want your running back to be able to hit the gap quickly. He does it, man. He gets that ball and he just catches on fire and runs through the hole.
Reynolds with a couple of strong carries to start. Dots in a heavy look here, changing the play up at the line. Dots hands it off. This time it's Tarantino out of the backfield, and he only picks up a couple. And brought down by Charles Poindexter, who's having a great season of his own, to set up 3rd and 3.
Yeah, they had the strong at the top of the screen there, and they ran to the strength of their block, and then the blockers did their job, get a couple yards.
Split backs in the backfield, and a single receiver to the outside. Dots on a 3rd down and 3. Will drop to throw. Dots fires middle of the field. Intercepted! His 3rd of the season. Taken back the other way. Pittsburgh's got blockers. One man to beat it. Sammy Seatbelt the 3rd. Down the sideline. It's a touchdown for Pittsburgh. What a play for Seatbelt. Strap it on. Pittsburgh's in the lead by 9.
Well, great field awareness there by Seatbelt. Just very patient. It looked like it was reading the quarterback's eyes. The ball went right into his hands. I don't understand why Dots got rid of the ball so quickly. He had a great pocket. He had it looked like he had plenty of time to go through his progressions. It looked like he went through his first read, and it wound up being a bad decision on his side.
Well, when your offense struggles to get touchdowns in the red zone, sometimes your defense can help you out, and that's exactly what happened there for Pittsburgh, and now Albuquerque has got to regroup. Yuki's extra point is up and good, and we're 10-0 just like that with 3:40 to go in the first quarter. We're keeping an eye on the big news of the day, the race for the top seed. The winner of the spring gets a first-round bye into the playoffs in December. That would be either Lexington or Nashville. Lexington gets it with a win and Nashville loss later this evening, and so far Lexington is taking care of business. They are up on San Jose 14-3, trying to improve to 5-1 through the first 6 games of this season.
Yeah, so we've seen the Riverhogs on both sides of the ball play very effectively. Dots threw one of the few picks of the season. Let's see, if he's got the mental acuity or awareness to be able to recover from that and get back into the game.
High formation here, 1st and 10 of the 28 for Albuquerque. Handoff right up the middle. Craig Reynolds, again, a lot of space, gets 7 yards. Reynolds is manned in the backfield with Norman Gus, the running back signed in week 3. Dalton Barker, Clarence Lee, Bobby Tarantino, your receivers. Dot Williams, Tyler Gregory at tight end, and watch out for Mango Moody on the line, number 55, right next to Roquan Dots there in the interior. And he's out to block, and he gets a block, and Dalton Parker gets a first down. Great job by Moody on the pull.
They've been doing some great blocking on the edges there, so I think we're going to be seeing them go to this a lot tonight.
It's already 3 carries for receivers. Albuquerque have to be a little careful here as we get down the stretch. First down, Dots drops to throw. Dots fires. That pass is complete. First down, hauled in by Dot Williams. We were talking about him a little bit in pregame, Charles. You love his game.
Yeah, he's the best tight end in the minor league, I believe. I mean, he's got great ratings across the board, and he's the total package. I would be any team that has him. It's a luxury to have that, to be able to dump off to that type of tight end.
Dot Williams had a pretty nice season in Jacksonville. It kind of went a little unnoticed around the league just because Jacksonville was struggling. Craig Reynolds again, first down, gain of 12. Charles, they are gashing the middle of this Pittsburgh defense.
I'll say it again. Reynolds, when he gets that ball, he is so quick off the handoff. He's able to get to the hole early. The offensive line, they've got to love it because they don't have to hold their blocks that long because he's already passed them.
33 yards on his first 4 carries. Black Warrior Savage in the chat. Pittsburgh is my favorite team. So Riverhogs getting loud here at the hog pen. Roquan Dots. Quick rollout. Nice little misdirection play. Fires it off to the fullback for a 4-yard pickup.
I don't think that was the number 1 wide receiver on that route. But yeah, it looks like he saw coverage downfield and had to get rid of it.
Nice change up there from Dots. Gets 4, 2nd down and 6. Now in just inside scoring position, maybe not for long, as Craig Reynolds is thrown backwards by Bubba Bruiser, who's a former member of the Portland Fleet, signing with Pittsburgh in the pros and leads the SFLm with 3 sacks.
You combine Bruiser and Dimson on that line, and it's pretty dangerous.
3rd down and 6. Dots, another rollout. Fires near side. Caught just barely. Clarence Lee had to really stretch out for that one, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Dots is so fast. He's the fastest quarterback in the minor league, and when he does that rollout, he gets the end of his route so quickly and is able to survey the scene to get rid of the ball.
Dots again drops back. The pass, it's picked again! Taken back the other way by Al Ingram, the 3rd, still on his feet. Al Ingram with a spin, and he gets totally bruised up by a big offensive lineman for Albuquerque, who saves the touchdown. What a start for Pittsburgh's defense.
Definitely, that secondary is playing lights out. I mean, and not the best pass from Dots as well. I mean, it looked like the wide receiver maybe had a couple steps and put a little bit of touch on that ball. I think we've been looking at something different.
Wow, so 2 picks coming into the game in the first 5 games for Dots. 2 picks in the first quarter here tonight. Fortunately for him, had 7 touchdowns coming in, so his touchdown interception ratio is still intact, but Angel Vasilikles back to throw and command the offense. That one actually comes off the hands of the Pittsburgh Riverhog receiver, who had a chance at that 2nd down.
I didn't get the name of that offensive lineman that ran down Ingram, but that could wind up to be a pretty big play there if they can keep him out of the scoring box.
Coming up on the final plays of the first quarter here. What a start for Pittsburgh. Of course, no one is eliminated. There's still a whole nother half a season to play in the fall if they lose tonight, but nobody wants to be chasing that badly once we get to the fall, as Belitz gets the carry to set up a 3rd and 6.
And this is showtime here for Albuquerque defense. You got to do something to get that ball back in the hands of Roquan Dots.
Angel with an empty backfield, drops to throw. Now we'll take off. Oh, gets stuck. Angel, where are you going? Angel loses 2 yards. He sort of lost his field vision there, and Albuquerque takes out the trash at the end of the play. That is a tough one for Pittsburgh to swallow.
Yeah, let's go back to that hustle for the offensive linemen. They were able to allow the defense to keep them from putting points on the board, so that interception doesn't hurt quite as much.
That's the end of the first quarter. It ends kind of in a dud there for the Riverhogs, but they're all smiles. They're up 10-0. So the Adams will get the ball to start the second quarter. You're watching SFLm Week 6 action right here on YouTube. Riverhogs to punt it away, try to get him deep. Charles Doherty and Cameron Irvine here with you in our tune-up game before the SFL All-Star game in a couple of nights. Same time, same place, folks. Hope to see you there, as this punt is going to drop into the end zone right on the Riverhog eye, and Albuquerque will start with it at the 20-yard line.
I mean, Dots has got to shake it off. I mean, he's probably having one of his worst games, if not the worst game of the season. But this is how you see what a quarterback's made of.
I formation. Dots will start the drive with a throw. They're trying to get him back in rhythm, and that pass is off the hands of Dot Williams, who will set up a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, not a lot of options there for Dots. The secondary for Pittsburgh had it pretty well defended.
Three receivers, 2 to the right side. Dots again. Clean pocket. That pass is incomplete. Boy, Pittsburgh, it feels like they've got everybody triple teamed out there, dropping back and not giving the offensive line much to do and making it hard on Dots. 3rd and 10.
Yeah, and with that 3-down line, they're able to cause some they haven't touched the quarterback yet, but they're disrupting the flow there, and Dots has to make quick decisions.
3-by-1 here for Woquan. Back to throw. Dots fires into more traffic. Incomplete. Albuquerque goes 3 and out with no yards. Pittsburgh will get the ball back.
Yeah, the Pittsburgh defense has definitely got the edge here against the high-flying offense of Albuquerque. I'm a little surprised that they've been able to stop them so well.
In a battle of strengths, as Albuquerque puts the football away. Pittsburgh giving up 102 points this season. That's just a little over 20 points a game. Albuquerque, on the flip side, has scored 161 in 5 games. That is over 30 points a game and nothing so far today.
Yeah, definitely.
Pittsburgh will start with an empty backfield, 3 receivers at their own 47. Back to pass, quickly over the middle. That is hauled in near a first down, but 1 yard short. Talababi with her first catch.
This is, if you look at the Pittsburgh side, from an offensive standpoint and from a defensive standpoint, the second quarter is one of their worst quarters. They give up the most points. They've only put a touchdown on the board so far this season.
Handoff. Blitz has a first down, and that'll keep the drive moving for Pittsburgh. If you're new to the SFL, welcome. The SFL is football for everyone. Get off the sideline and start your player today by joining our Discord server at simulationfl.net. Click the Join the Community button and begin your career, or just meet the stars of the SFL on and off the field. It's never too late to get involved. Angel all day. Incomplete. A little bit overthrown, looking for Sims.
Slider was wide open. That was not they threw it into coverage. Slider would have had a first down and more.
And speaking of being new to the SFL, a couple new players joining this past week. And can't wait to see them on the field in the fall. They'll have sort of maximum development at this point to get there. This is a catch. Albuquerque trying to get him on the ground. Ow! Look at this. What? All the running just for a first down. Talababi.
Oh, gosh. That started out ugly, Cam. I thought that was going to be a loss at 10, but Bobby just put the shoulder down and just bruised about 5 defenders on Albuquerque to get that first down.
Heck of a play, and heck of a play in Lexington as well. A deflected one-handed touchdown catch. Lexington putting the pressure on Nashville later tonight. The Tempo will take on Chicago. 21-3 Miners right now. Vasilakles back to pass. That is deflected away and incomplete. And Albuquerque in some serious need of a stop. That was Galloway again with a nice play.
Yeah, they did it before. The Albuquerque defense did what they needed to do. It looked like on that play, Angel already made up her mind who she was. Made up in mind who he was going to throw it to.
2nd and 10, 8:06 to go in the first half. Angel's pass is complete. That is a short 7 hauled in. We'll set up a 3rd and 3.
Albuquerque came up large on the last series. Let's see if they still have some magic on them.
7:40 to go. 4 down linemen. They toss it out near side, and that is a easy as you like first down for BB Belitz, wrapped up by Sullivan Tyson, but Belitz a lot of space on the outside, and his drive will enter the red zone.
And look at that, the blocking there between the tight end and Kiera Cool. Bobby and Cool are out there, and they were just shutting it down on the edge, and that's why there wasn't any defender in the zip code out on that outside run.
Angel continues the drive. Short dump off to Sims. Picks up 4 yards. Sets up 2nd and 6. More offense from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Pittsburgh's putting on a yak display tonight. I mean, they've been doing wonders after they catch the ball, able to add yards when it seems impossible.
Heavy box here. 9 in the box for Albuquerque. They toss it out to Belitz. They were all over that play, ready for it. Wrapped up outside by Dylan Bamsler, who leads the league in tackles.
And as soon as I say that, it gets shut down.
You're in midseason form. 4 wide, 2x2. Dime look. Sims, who's had a nice first half, goes in motion. Silicles had to get rid of it. Caught, touchdown! At the goal line. Pittsburgh's up 16.
Angel didn't have a lot of time to make that decision. Had to get the ball right at the same time the wide receiver crossed the goal line. Otherwise, we could have been looking at an interception. Great heads-up play there by Vasilikis.
Pittsburgh building what feels, at least like in the first half, like an insurmountable lead. Never want to say that when you're playing as high-powered an offense as Albuquerque, but Pittsburgh's defense has been on point. Second half adjustments will be big for the Adams. Takeda Yuki's kick is good, and it's 17-0. Charles, I think the most interesting thing about the minor league this season is that, you know, they're going to, have about 4 months to progress before we see them back on the field in the SFLm regular season. That's a long time. These rookies are going to be much improved in the fall, even from where they are now. That's exciting stuff.
It is. It definitely is. I mean, we're going to see a whole different ball game here this next season.
So a kneel down in the end zone for Clarence Lee. Albuquerque will try to get it going. Their best offense has been Craig Reynolds.
Definitely, but they can't forget about that. I mean, somebody needs to tell them, give the ball to Reynolds.
First and 10 of the 20. They'll go back to the ground game. This time it's to the fullback. He'll pick up 8. Nice solid start to the drive for Albuquerque.
Yeah, that's a good way to get the offense settled in, and you can start going through your play options and maybe put some points on the board.
Second and 2. Handoff. That is to Tarantino. Picks up the first down. Albuquerque will keep it moving under 6 to go in the first half.
Yeah, I think, as we stated in the first quarter, we're going to be seeing a lot of that on short yardage, situations with the wide receivers out of the backfield.
First down and 10. This is Clarence Lee going in motion. Light box again for Pittsburgh. Dots rolls out. Fires, picked off. What a play! An athletic play falling backwards. Pittsburgh gets another pick.
I mean, I don't understand why the throw was to Tarantino on that one. Maybe he didn't see the linebacker, but didn't give any time to look at any of the wide receivers and what kind of routes they were running and how open they were. Just got rid of that ball, I think, too quickly, and they paid for it.
The Riverhogs had 2 interceptions on the season coming into tonight's game. Has 3 in the first half. Maybe they should start calling them Pittsburgh, as that pass is incomplete. Looking for Sims.
Pittsburgh. Yeah. I think you got something there, Cam.
Wish I would have thought of it sooner.
T-shirt material.
Second down off the incompletion. But Pittsburgh more terrific field position. 8 in the box for the Adams. Angel against the blitz. It's picked up. One-on-one coverage. Caught by Sims. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
Holy smokes. That was just one-on-one coverage. But it started, look, that pocket was so clean. Plenty of time for the quarterback to go through the progressions. It looks like he had a couple options there. Decided to go to Sims, and it was just one-on-one. Made the best man win, and on that one, it was the offense.
Holy moly.
Wow.
This is a stunner. I mean, I expected a pretty close game. The minor league has had almost no blowouts all season long. And here we are in the final week of the regular season, and Pittsburgh showed up with authority. This will be their last game until they take on the Houston Headhunters in a few weeks, and they're not back in this building until later next month. But, man, this is really gearing this team up for the pros right now.
Definitely, and I think it starts with the defense of Pittsburgh. I mean, they've been playing so well tonight that I think it's rolling over to the offense, and I think all aspects of the game on the Pittsburgh side is firing on all cylinders.
San Jose trying to hang with Lexington, but they're struggling too. 21-3 and a wild one there in Kentucky. Albuquerque trying to get it moving here. Dots back to the air. Will fire. That pass is dropped. That is a rare drop, although a difficult catch because it was out in front of him. But Tarantino really rattled here in the first half.
And I think a couple players on the offense for Albuquerque a little rattled. And I think what's causing that is the defense of Pittsburgh is so aggressive. They're sending in blitzes almost every play.
Second down and 10. Dots to throw, fires this time. Tarantino hauls it in with that right hand up to the 39-yard line. First down, Albuquerque. And John, yes, this is the minor league. You'll see a lot of these teams, including Pittsburgh and Albuquerque, called up to the pros. They'll be playing in their first pro season upcoming in just a few weeks. But, yes, the final week of SFLm action in the spring going on right now. 4:45 to go in the first half. Albuquerque trying to get the offense moving. The number one scoring offense in SFLm this season, over 30 points a game. That pass is caught by Dot Williams for another first down, and Dot's starting to get a rhythm.
Yeah, rhythm. Good word, because that's what we see on the field. It looks like Dots is starting to settle down a little bit. And the wide receivers are starting to get a little bit more separation than they had in the early part of the game.
4:15 left. Plenty of time in this one. Still in the first half. Split backs, handoff. This time Craig Reynolds is dumped. That's really the first time he's been bottled up, and it's Bubba Bruiser once more.
Yeah, Bubba Bruiser just hit. There's two hands out, and the running back went back 15 yards.
Spoke with Bubba in the offseason. Real nice guy. Happy to see him settling into a new home. Second down and 10. Dots drops to throw against some pressure and finds a pass low and inside to Tarantino to set up a third and manageable.
He put the ball where only Tarantino could catch it, and he was under some duress there. The pocket was breaking down, so heads-up play there by Dots.
Hand off. I don't think he got there. Reynolds is dropped short of the play, and decision time here.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Just go for it.
There you have it. 4th and inches. Pittsburgh converted a 4th down and 1 in the first quarter from a similar area. Albuquerque hands it off. That's a first down and the first carry for Norman Gus of the day. Moves the chains.
Gus has got to high five everyone. Those blockers, the tight ends, the wide receivers, the offensive linemen. He had about 4 yards before he got touched.
Tarantino for extra measure, sticking a DB. Albuquerque on the move. First down, 2:32 to go, all 3 timeouts for the Adams. Handoff up the middle. That'll pick up 4. More misdirection out of the Adams offense. I like how patient they've stayed on this drive, Charles.
Yeah, they need to do that. They need to get semblance of a running game going, just so they can keep that defense, thinking about, what to expect on offense.
Split backs in the backfield, coming up on the 2-minute warning. Dots fires, and he just threw that one up there for Tarantino. That was way up in the sky, knowing Bobby will come down with it.
Tarantino's got some hops, but he threw it in the air, and there wasn't any way for the defensive back to adjust to that.
We have hit the 2-minute warning. Albuquerque trying to get that goose egg off the board, make things interesting in the second half, and a hot one at One Bird Stadium. Charles Doherty, Cameron Irvine here with you to start your SFLm evening as Dots fires into the end zone, incomplete, looking for Tarantino. That'll set up a second down and 10. The final block of SFLM spring action continues tonight at 9 when the Nashville Tempo try to clinch a first-round bye in fall's playoffs, hosting Chicago, plus Philadelphia at Bossier City. That should be an excellent game. A lot of high-powered offense in that one. It's all coming up right here on SFL YouTube. 2nd and 10. Dots fires on a little slant route to Tarantino. It's a first down to the 3, perfectly executed.
I mean, there are plays in the playbook called short quarterback drops. That was the shortest drop I've ever seen a quarterback do. I mean, that was like an inch from the center. Got rid of the ball quickly. I think that was a smart play because the defensive line has been just causing havoc on the blockers for Albuquerque.
This is where Albuquerque gets interesting. They've had 3 different players score touchdowns on the ground game this season, and 2 of them were wide receivers. But Dots is going to throw! Wide open! They forgot all about him. Touchdown in the back of the end zone for Dot Williams, and Albuquerque strikes back.
And let's look at the instant replay here. Williams did something on that goal line. He just turned it up. I think the defender was in zone and just completely whiffed. And Dot Williams was wide open.
A little out and up. It almost kind of looked like he was heading to the pylon, and he just scurried along that back line with the score. And Albuquerque, just before the end of the first half, cleans it up. Now their defense will try to do the job. But what a drive. 12 plays, 80-yard drives. They mixed it up a lot. They kept Pittsburgh guessing, got the big 4th down conversion, and 7 points at the end.
That's the key, partner. They mixed it up. Can't be too predictable here in the either the minor leagues or the pro leagues. You'll have to pay for it.
From the 10, Riverhogs on the return. We'll get it up to the 33-yard line, so decent field position. Even a field goal makes this a 20-point game. Heading into the half, Pittsburgh has all 3 timeouts.
I mean, they're right now. Pittsburgh's in the driver's seat. I think the worst thing for them to happen. To happen to them, is to try and push it too aggressive down the field and cause a turnover that's going to give the ball back in the Adams' hands.
Shout out to Deion James of Lexington, over 100 yards, 114 on the ground. Middle of the third quarter, Lexington still leads San Jose 21-3. Hand off to BB Blitz. Blitz around the outside, 45-50. Blitz in Albuquerque territory, and he gets out of bounds. They still have all 3 timeouts. First down, Riverhogs.
That right there is, you're playing well on offense when on first down you're able to pull off that type of run. And look how, again, holy smokes, Bobby is a outstanding blocker tonight. I mean, she's been just killing it on that edge.
6'7", 225 is Tala Bobby. long and
I wonder
strong.
if there's any relation to Ricky, Bobby.
I have no idea, but great name.
I'm going to find out. The chat would know.
2x2 here. Play fake. Angel on the play action. Samaj Sims again there for a terrific catch. Incredible first half. Timeout, Pittsburgh.
I think it's the one-hand catch contest between Tarantino.
Be about a 47-yard kick for Takeda Yuki as of right now. 4-man rush. Vasilakles caught. Sims, 9-yard pickup. Pittsburgh will burn their second timeout, but now the Riverhawks comfortably in scoring position, and this has been the frustrating part of Albuquerque's season, Charles, because when they've needed a defensive stand, they've been few and far between.
Definitely. Again, don't press it. You're in a good spot here. I still think there's enough time to put the ball in the end zone without trying to pass too deep or make a mistake.
Angel quick throw, and it's caught inside the 20. That was a nice little pass to make sure they get the first down, and now the no huddle will ensue, but Pittsburgh already down near the red zone.
Yeah, I mean, very good execution of their 2-minute offense here.
Yeah, they have been cool, calm, and collected. Albuquerque got a field goal stop on the first drive of the first quarter. Can they find another? More terrific blocking, and Angel just had to dump that one off to Blitz. No harm, no foul. 48 seconds, plenty of time now. 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line. Vasilakles dumps it off. Blitz looking for the sideline. Blitz can't get there. 3rd and 8, and now there's a little bit of heat.
Again, just don't push it. And he's going to push it.
Angel sacked on the play, and no timeouts. They'll have to get the field goal team on. They should have enough time for that, but it's a quick sack coming in from Angel's blind side to end the drive.
Yeah, I mean, that was exactly what they didn't want to have happen, pushing it. Yuki's a very solid kicker, but you don't want the ball going backwards.
A 38-yard field goal attempt for Pittsburgh, a near perfection execution of the 2-minute offense. They burn all their timeouts. They get the field goal up. They didn't get the touchdown, but with 1 second to spare, they get the field goal, and it's Pittsburgh back up by 20. What a response.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't get in the end zone, but I think coaches are pretty happy that they're up by 20.
Albuquerque will get a chance to run this back. Well, actually, they won't, and that'll be the end of the first half as that kneel down takes a second. Albuquerque licking their wounds, heading into the locker room, 27-7. What a performance by the Pittsburgh Riverhogs. Your thoughts, Charles, on that first half?
I think it started with the Pittsburgh defense. I mean, they've controlled the game. They've forced the Adams to make mistakes. I think the key here for the Adams is to take a look at what they did right and what they did wrong in that first half and make the necessary adjustments. I mean, I think they're built to be able to overcome a lead like this, but they're going to have to be near flawless in the second half.
Pittsburgh with 27 points. Their franchise record is 45. But yeah, a stunning performance from Pittsburgh. Sims is your player of the half, 93 yards and a touchdown. And, the defense got him going early, Charles, but you could tell even from that opening drive field goal that Pittsburgh had it working tonight offensively.
Yeah, definitely. And, it also, when one side of the ball is going so effectively, meaning their defense, you can't help but let that ride over on your offense. I mean, it picks the whole team up.
Kick is away to start the second half. Here from Oneburg Stadium in Pittsburgh. Albuquerque will start with it at the 29-yard line. When you're looking for the most up-to-date information on news and happenings in the Burgh, go to Oneburg, Pittsburgh's largest social media network. Tune in on Oneburg's Facebook and YouTube pages and check out the new series, The Incline Show. First down at the 29. Albuquerque just one touchdown away from a 2-score ball game. Got to turn it up. They'll start with what worked in the first half, but Pittsburgh's all over that. Craig Reynolds only able to pick up a couple.
No, Pittsburgh hasn't. I don't believe they have a sack yet tonight, but they've been disrupting almost on every play. There's one sack all night, right, Albuquerque?
Yep, that's right. Just at the end of that first half there. Hand off. Gus cuts it up the field and gets 6 to set up a 3rd and 2.
Yeah, 2 runs so far tonight for Gus, and both of them been pretty good. Want to see more of that tonight.
Albuquerque rushing attack has looked real solid here tonight. Tarantino started to get it going on that last drive at the end of the quarter. 3rd down and 2. Hand off. Edwards has the first down. Albuquerque's drive will continue. Haven't seen a lot of 3 and outs tonight, Charles, and that trend continues.
Neither of these teams are solid on 3rd down from a defensive standpoint.
First down and 10 for Albuquerque. Dots drops back to throw, finds Tarantino. Tarantino's got a first down and more. Tarantino, 20, all the way down to the 18-yard line. First down, Albuquerque.
It looks like they send an all blitz on that play, Cam, and the offensive line and the pass protection for the Adams was just spectacular. Plenty of time for Dots to see Bobby Tarantino downfield open, and it was just all Tarantino after that.
And yak yards continues to be the theme of this game tonight, Charles. Now Albuquerque getting in the mix.
A lot of yakking going on tonight.
Anytime me and you are around. First down to the 19. 3-down lineman again for Pittsburgh. Roquan rolls out to his left. Oh, got crushed and threw a dot. Touchdown, Dalton Barker. What a play under duress from Dots.
I think that's the first catch for Barker tonight, and way to make it count. Wide open there on the corner route, and I just can't. It's just amazing when I see Dots do that rollout. He gets to the end of his route so quickly.
Yeah, a lot of times you see quarterbacks having to cut that short, but Dots never has to cut it short because he's already over there.
Incredibly fast for a quarterback.
What a throw. Dalton Barker, a returning developmental player to this roster from last season, a Denver Nightwing 5-play, 70-yard drive. And for Barker, who has 3 rushing touchdowns this season, gets his first receiving touchdown, 3 rushing, if I didn't say that the first time. Now his first receiving for Barker on his, I believe, 11th catch of the season. And just like that, it's 27-14. Things are getting interesting. Like I said earlier, Charles, can never count Albuquerque out.
Yep. Again, they've got the horses to do what they need to do to get this game back into a manageable situation.
First down at the 28-yard line. Angel to throw. Angel is taken off, and Vasilakles has the first down at the 42-yard line. Nice run. Much better than the first.
Yeah, we've been talking about the speed of Dots all night, and I think maybe a little complex on Angel's side had to show us that he's got some speed too. I do have a stadium question for you, though, Cam.
Sure.
As we were looking at the previous shot in the end zone on that extra point, it looks like there may be some SFL personalities in the stands.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think those may have slipped in, but it's always good to see SFL people taking in some action. Mike Daggs, I think, is here, and he'll be calling the last game.
You would think they'd get better seats.
Hey, man, that's good visibility down there in the end zone. Don't knock the end zone until you try it. Second down and 9. Oh, what a play! A heavy blitz from Albuquerque, and Seth Harrison pulls it out of the sky.
How did he do that? It looked like his back was to the ball.
Oh,
How did he see that? It's amazing.
that was
That's the defensive play of the night tonight, sir.
Yeah, that was a tremendous play, a jailbreak blitz, and it was nearly a perfect call for Pittsburgh on the screen pass to that. But we're going to call that our nice hands catch, brought to you by Retroid. Put a Retroid handheld in your hands and play the only video game with your player in it, SFL 4K23.
Wow.
Handoff, Reynolds got nothing.
I'm going to go out on the limb, Cam, and say that was the nice hands defensive play of the season. Defensive catch of the season.
Might be. Seth Harrison, I mean, what's crazy, Charles, is that was such a good sequence there. Pittsburgh got exactly what they would have wanted with that play call, but just a tremendous play as Pittsburgh's defense getting involved now in the pass breakup game. Al Ingram III already has a pick tonight.
Yeah, Albuquerque's got some fight in them, and we're seeing it here. They're in striking distance to cut the lead down.
Still 16 and a half minutes left in this one. You see Dots' updated numbers, those interceptions plaguing the QBR, but he's found a rhythm a little bit, but this is a critical third down, probably outside of field goal range. Dots pass fire. Incomplete. In and out of the hands of the intended target, and Pittsburgh's defense looks like they've come up with a stop.
Yeah, a good stop by Pittsburgh. Had to slow the momentum down here, and wow, good coverage downfield, and they're out of field goal range, so they dodged the bullet on this one.
So the brilliant play by Seth Harrison, a true rookie, 6'5", 275, is going to end up in nothing. This punt does not get an Albuquerque bounce. There's an injured player on the field for Pittsburgh on that defensive front, so they'll get a little thinner there. But the Riverhogs, all things considered, will start with the ball around their 20.
And the Pittsburgh needs to settle down here. They were doing pretty well going into halftime, but a little bit of breakdown here starting off in the second half. So just need to settle down and go back to what they talked about in the locker room.
First and 10 on the Pittsburgh 21-yard line. Handoff, BB blitz, dragging a defender for a first down.
And a powerful run like that by Blitz is just what the doctor ordered for this offense. Look at the blocking, though, Cam. Holy smokes. He had a bunch of different options after he got through that gap. He had a bunch of different options downfield.
Blitz, another one of those players who joined Pittsburgh as a developmental project and will be signing with them in the major leagues this season. 9 carries, 54 yards to start. This is Robert Nemchek, and he is Nemchecked in the backfield for a 3-yard loss.
That was definitely a case of Nemchecked. Holy smokes. You're in rare form tonight.
Why do I think of nunchucks when I think of Nemcheck?
That's what I thought.
He's got to get something going with that. Oh, that pass is caught in traffic. Broken tackle, nearly a touchdown. Pittsburgh's pass catchers are having a night. Kenny Slider Jr. with the great play.
Oh, my gosh. It looked like, was there a blown coverage assignment? No, it just looked like the safety tried to cut that pass off and paid for it.
And ended up saving the touchdown. That was Maxwell Quimby, the rookie, who learned a lesson on that play to maybe not go for the pick. But Kenny Slider Jr., shout-outs his pops, got the starting quarterback job in Lexington coming up in the pros. So we'll see Kenny Slider back in action at quarterback. Angel with a clean but shrinking pocket will throw an incomplete pass to set up 2nd and 10.
Anytime your quarterback's in the pocket for 10 Mississippi, you can say that the coverage downfield's solid.
Yeah. That used to
he
be.
could have made a ham sandwich in the backfield.
That used to be cheating back in the day on the playground. You'd count the Mississippis way too fast, and then the whole game would have to stop. And then someone would say, "Recess is only 15 minutes. Can we hurry this along?" That pass is caught by Sims, near the red zone. Another brilliant play for the player of the half, and Samaj Sims having himself a banner night.
Yeah, that's a way to respond after that breakdown on the first series. I mean, they're doing a good job of passing and running.
Samaj Sims with 108 receiving yards. It's his third 100-yard performance in 6 games as a rookie. His season high, or his career high rather, 139 yards. That came against Philadelphia in week 2. The handoff on the draw. That is Nimchek picking up 6.
That's great. I mean, when you can get 6 yards off a draw play like that, I think you're living well.
Handoff, blitz as a 1st and goal for Pittsburgh. 4 minutes to go in the third. And Charles, you can almost feel like the dam is breaking here. If Albuquerque gets the stop, they keep it a 2-score game. But if Pittsburgh goes back up by 20, that's going to be a big deflator.
Oh, definitely. I mean, it's definitely going to take the air out of their balloon.
Pass is incomplete. It's a sack, rather, in the backfield as Pittsburgh goes backwards on the play. Another sack for this defensive front. That's Brayton with his, they're calling it his 1.5 sack.
Yeah, they overloaded that. Looked like, I think that was the weak side. Was able to get an advantage there and bring the quarterback down.
2nd and goal back at the 16. Basilicles pass is into the danger zone. Lucky that was not an interception. Another Pittsburgh player is hurt, this time on the offensive front. So the line's getting real thin for the Riverhogs down the stretch of this one.
I mean, Blitz was clearly heating up, but they put that hot halfback on the shelf for the last couple plays.
3rd and goal. Empty backfield. Got to get it to the end zone. Basilicles does just that. Touchdown! What a throw! Angels done it again, and Pittsburgh has put up a 30 spot.
I mean, I guess what the heck do I know? When you're passing like that, who needs a running back, I guess? Holy smokes.
Sheesh.
Yeah, that was not best coverage there by the cornerback. Had the body turned the wrong way on that pass, and over committed to that and just paid for it.
That was Maxwell Quimby again, and Quimby definitely has some film after this one to try and improve down the line. What an answer for Pittsburgh. 10-play, 80-yard drive, and it feels like every time Albuquerque starts to creep back into this thing, they fall right back down 20 as the Riverhogs have had an answer for just about anything tonight.
Yeah. I mean, they've made mistakes on both sides of the ball, but the key is they're able to adjust and makes key adjustments on that and able to keep the bleeding to a minimum.
Albuquerque on a return up at the 26-yard line. That's where they will start, down 20. This weekend, we take one last look at Season 22 with a battle between the best of the best. East meets West, again in the SFL All-Star Game, Sunday, June 23rd. That's in 2 days at 7 p.m. Eastern right here on SFL YouTube. Join your crew tonight on the call. Season 23 is almost here. Charles, last season we had a great All-Star Game, 28-21, an absolute thriller as Tarantino makes that catch. That game was so much fun. Let's run it back.
Definitely, and another one-handed catch by Tarantino there. But all I know about All-Stars, you and I did one a couple seasons back, and I had a hard time tracking the players. There's so many different numbers. You're used to like 20 players
right,
that are your contract players out there, but man, every player out there, you got to be on your A game calling those games.
It's definitely the hardest assignment of the year, but a lot of fun, especially when the games are good
definitely.
and close. Oh, that pass was nearly caught as the fullback tried to find it. May have been intended for Barker, but Pittsburgh, like you said earlier, Charles, not getting sacks, but getting a lot of pressure in the backfield.
Yeah, it had the only pass that Dots could do on that one was the duck, and the duck almost got caught.
2 in the backfield, 3 receivers, 4 dots. He'll turn and, fake the handoff, and that is a sack for Pittsburgh. I thought he was going to get out of it there for just a second, but nope, too much pressure. What a play.
I think it was only a matter of time, and Bubba Bruiser just set that edge to allow the linebacker to get in there on that sack. I mean, they've been putting pressure on all night, and we're able to get to him on this one.
Lee goes in motion. Pretty quiet night for Clarence Lee, who leads the team in receiving touchdowns, coming in with 3. Dots' pass is caught by Barker, but it's well short of the sticks, and Albuquerque's going to have to punt.
Yeah, again, I mean, on a 3rd and long, they're sending the blitz. Every play, every situation, they're sending extra defenders in there to disrupt the play, and it's been working so far.
What a night for the Riverhogs. San Jose suffering a different fate. They're going to fall to 1-5. They're down 28-3 to Lexington right now, and I think the Miners may get another field goal on the board before it's all said and done. But that means that Pittsburgh won't finish last on this halfway point stretch. They'll get to 2-4. They'll have the tiebreaker over Albuquerque at 2-4. So Riverhogs will get to move up a couple spots, feel a little bit better about transitioning into the SFL, and then coming back with their minor league roster in the fall as Belitz breaks a tackle and picks up 5.
Nice running all night by Belitz. Normally those toss plays, especially when you have a defender on the edge there, it's going to result in bad news for the offense, but just shows you how athletic the halfback is, Belitz, and able to get a couple extra yards, make it 2nd and 5.
Pittsburgh in no hurry here. 1:08 to go in the 3rd. Toss out to Nimchek. We'll get a few more. Set up a 3rd and short. I would imagine we'd see a run again.
I mean, why not? It's been working all night, and they're in the driver's seat. And I've for those of you who've heard me do these games before, when you're in the driver's seat like that, I don't like you pushing down the field, and just run, be a little conservative, and let the game do what it needs to do.
And there you go. That handoff to Belitz. 1st down for Pittsburgh. Things will continue to roll for the Riverhogs.
There's a couple Sioux Falls fans in the
that's a
the
throwback.
throwback shirts on. Maybe we'll see a Lone Star shirt.
72 yards on 12 carries for Belitz. There's a look at his numbers. A really nice night for BB. Bobby goes in motion. They run opposite. A little misdirection. Nimchek gets 1. That'll take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play, where Pittsburgh's in the driver's seat. Albuquerque needs something big to happen, and they need it fast. 34-14. You're watching SFL minor league action on SFL YouTube. We'll be right back.
The Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited.
Start of the 4th quarter. Pittsburgh's up 20. Charles Doherty, Cameron Irvine with you here, wrapping up the first block of minor league action. Bobby again goes in motion. Hand off to Nimchek. We'll pick up a couple, set up a 3rd down and 8. The 2024 SFL Convention is headed to South Shore Harbor Resort in League City, Texas, just south of Houston, July 12th through the 14th, featuring live games, flag football, a golf tournament, tailgate, pool party, and more. For all the convention details, visit simulationfl.net/news/convention to reserve your room, see the event schedule, and more as Belitz gets that reception, but short of the 1st down. Albuquerque gets the stop. Charles, if you if you're out there wanting to go to the convention, you better get your room quick because we're running out of spots, and it's right around the corner, man. Can't wait to see you once again.
Yeah, I can't. What a great venue as well, man. For the last 2 seasons ago, 2 years ago, we had it down there. It was beautiful,
3
beautiful
years
pool,
ago.
beautiful 3. Okay, well, 3. Yeah, but if you've never been down there before, I think you're gonna be not surprised, but you're really gonna enjoy it down there. It's a great facility.
And when you say, "Oh, you got to check out the pool," right? Sometimes it's like, well, so what, right? But this is the best pool I've ever swam in. I think it's fair to say.
Wow. Okay.
Pretty spectacular. I've never been on a cruise. I can't imagine what that's like. What's the best pool you've ever swam in, Charles?
In Dubai.
Really? You swam in a pool in Dubai?
Yeah, and it was chilled because it's like 3,000 degrees in the summer.
Right.
There. They actually pump cold water into the pool, so it was pretty awesome.
Incredible. Reynolds gets a first down. Shows you how cultured I am. But hey, it's still pretty great.
I was just floating in the pool. I wasn't very cultured.
Never even been outside the country. You got to get out of here.
Well, you're still young.
That's true. Thank goodness. Toss outside. Will pick up 3. 8:15 to go in the fourth. Albuquerque, not giving up on the run game. If they can get a touchdown with in the next few minutes, they still got a shot down the stretch if they can make something happen.
And I think every possession, Cam, they're going to have to make something happen from this point forward.
Handoff. Reynolds. He's got a lot of space. His best run of the second half will pick up a first down.
Yeah, 750 is not a lot of time to put 20-plus points on the board. Especially when Pittsburgh's been playing as well as they have.
Absolutely. 7:40 left. Albuquerque's on the Pittsburgh 47. Dots to throw against a blitz. Dots dumps it off. That pass is complete for a pickup of 5 yards. Tyler Gregory, the tight end, too, getting involved.
I don't think that was the first option for Dots. Was looking deep downfield, but the pocket was breaking down and just dumped it off to make it a smart move, dumping it off to his tight end.
Nice play by Gregory. Was in Chicago last minor league season. Developmental player out of Louisiana. Toss, Gus, and unfortunately he was sent to the River Hogs there on that play. Al Ingram III coming in to make the stop.
Yeah, the strong safety was playing close on the line and just read that right off the edge and was able to shut it down.
Third down. Dots to throw. Fires. Caught. First down to the Pittsburgh 24. Drive continues. That is Clarence Lee, I believe, his first grab of the night.
I think so. Look at the blocking up there on at the top of the screen.
Oh,
Well, you're not going to see it, but they overloaded it. But the offensive line and I think the backer was able to just shut that down and give the quarterback enough time to dump it off.
Lexington beats San Jose 31 to 10 as Dots fires it incomplete to Tarantino.
Woo! We're hitting hard tonight, Cam.
Second and 10, 6:15 to go in the fourth quarter. Albuquerque knocking on the door of 2-4, trying to get a touchdown here. Oh, a big blitz off the edge from Pittsburgh, unblocked. Will set up third and long.
Yeah, I mean, the defender got back there too easily. It must have been a breakdown. Well, he went wide and came around the edge. Just fast closing speed there. There wasn't anything the blockers could do to keep the defender from hitting their quarterback. Third
and 16 for Albuquerque. Dots looking, caught by Tarantino. Touchdown, Adams. They're still alive.
It's the flash they needed. I mean, wow. It was looking bad for Albuquerque there after that last sack, but man, Dots just bounced back and just delivered a perfect throw to Tarantino, and the rest was just that wide receiver's magic on the field, able to get it in the end zone.
Just a straight go route that Al Ingram III failed to predict correctly, and Adams once again claw themselves back into this thing, and they can kick it deep, play some defense. This thing is not over, partner.
Yeah, I mean, so far we said they need to be perfect on the next on the remaining series. So far they're 1 for 1.
Man, oh man, Roquan Dots, he is something else.
I mean, that's incredible. That's a heck of a way to bounce back after such a breakdown on pass blocking.
Riverhogs on a return up to the 34-yard line. Check out the Yinzelvania.com, or check out Yinzelvania.com for the largest collection of Western Pennsylvania-based gear. Whether you're representing Brady's Bend, Squirrel Hill, or Mount Washington, wear your area with pride. T-shirts, mugs, and more can be found at Yinzelvania.com. .537 to go in the fourth quarter. Pittsburgh facing a little bit of pressure now, as Albuquerque continues to apply it in the fourth quarter. Blitz can't find much space. No gain on the play.
Just smart, though, even though no gain. Just keeping that clock moving is definitely what they need to do.
.518 and counting. Angel going to throw. Angel's pass incomplete down the field. Third down coming up, swatted away by Dylan Bamsler.
The play took way too long to develop, Cam. Sims, I think, was open. If he would have got rid of it a couple seconds earlier, he was wide in the right in that seam for the zone.
5 minutes, 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Angel again on third down, fires it, pass incomplete, fourth down. Albuquerque will get the ball back with 5 minutes left.
For 2, so far they're perfect. If they can keep the streak up.
From the 17-yard line, Albuquerque will get it up to the 21. Good news, Charles, is that they'll be in. They should be in no huddle offense pretty much the rest of this game. And this is panning out perfectly for the Adams. I mean, they still have to execute down the stretch about 3 drives in a row, but I wouldn't trust anybody more than Roquan Dots right now.
Oh, definitely. And they're 3 wide receivers and Dot Williams, the tight end. It's just what you need here in this type of situation.
Dots to throw. Roquan Dots, what a play! Oh my goodness, that is a terrific catch from Dot.
A lot of one-hand catches tonight, Cam, but they got to get back to that line. Taking way too much time.
There's another look at Dots, or at Dot Williams. And there's the updated numbers for Dots. Averages 300 yards a game coming in. He might get that by the end of the night. It was a rough start. 3 picks in the first half, but none here in the second. 4:28 left. They'll hand it off to Reynolds. He'll pick up 2. And, yeah, Charles, I'm a little surprised that they have not gone up tempo a little faster.
I mean, if they get the ball back in the hands of Pittsburgh, they're built to He'll take some time off the clock with the running of Blitz.
True. Williams goes in motion. Dots to throw. Dots incomplete. Looking for Tarantino. He got smashed over the middle by Charles Poindexter.
Yeah, that was a big hit. That was one of the biggest hits of the night, I think.
Third down, 8 yards to go. Massive play here for the Adams, trying to keep this comeback alive. Dots pass incomplete. Tarantino took a shot, and it's fourth down.
I didn't see any receivers open at all. Good coverage downfield by Pittsburgh. I think they need to go for it here. Obviously, it looks like they're still out on the field.
4th and 8. Albuquerque 3-1. Pittsburgh's crowd chanting defense, heavy blitz. They set up a screen, and a great tackle in the open field stops the play. A pretty good play call there from Albuquerque. They've been blitzing all night on late downs, but a one-on-one play seals it for Pittsburgh.
They had the coverage there right on the outside in a zone just to cut off that type of dump-off play. But I think it started with that, like you said, that blitz up the middle. Didn't have time for the play to fully develop, had to get rid of the ball, and now Pittsburgh's in the driver's seat.
.354 left. Still time for Albuquerque to do something crazy, but Pittsburgh just helped themselves out big time there. BB Blitz picks up 5. A short 5 for second down.
A short 5 with a lot of bumps and bruises. I mean, I didn't think it was going to be more than a yard at the most, but still able to add that 4.
Three and a half left. Neither of these teams have to wait long. Both will be live convention weekend. Pittsburgh's at Houston, and Albuquerque is at Atlanta. Both teams will have their home openers in week 2 and week 3, respectively. 2nd and 5, toss play out to Nemchek. Nemchek breaks a tackle and gets the first down.
Holy smokes. That's impressive right there. Every time when you get the ball, I don't know what they're challenging. I think he thought he had it.
Desperate times.
Could be wrong. Let's see the replay.
Let's take a retroactive.
What an impressive run there, Cam. I mean, oh my gosh. Another play where it looked like he was going to get brought down. The running back was going to get brought down for 1 yard at the most, but just able to fight on, and we see some more yak.
Let's see. Ooh, closer than I thought. It's where the ball is. It's a retroactive look at the play presented by Retroid. Get your SFL console, go retroid.com, and it is overturned.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Wow. I mean, that was I was with you, Charles. I didn't think they stood a chance on that, but yeah, that ball was in the right arm or right hand, and that was not across the line. Big challenge there.
Yeah, I don't think well, I mean, I guess it's 3rd and inches. But they've been running the ball so well tonight. Watch it backfire in my face. But I don't expect anything but a run up the middle on this.
3rd and short. It's Blitz. He's got it. First down to the 33, and they'll get to run more clock.
Impressive running by Blitz and Nimsic tonight. I mean, they've, especially in key times where they need to keep the clock running, they just put that extra oomph into it and added some yards and put the team in good position.
SFLm Season 9 will resume in October with 6 more weeks of exciting action and improved rookies leading up to the postseason and the 2024 rookie draft in December. Stay tuned. The fall regular season schedule will be released in the next couple weeks on simulationfl.net. Until then, thanks for watching the first leg of SFLm Season 9. As Albuquerque gets the wrap up on Nimchek, they'll start to burn timeouts. Could still be a 2-score game if they can get something cooking defensively, but time is not on their side. You're watching SFLm action right here on YouTube.
mean, if the defense is able to cause a turnover here, quick score, who knows what's going to happen on an onside kick, but there's still some excitement left in this game, I think.
And off to Blitz will lose a yard. And if you're wondering things like John is, like who won last season's championship, you can always check out simulationfl.net for all of the SFL news, statistics, teams information, etc. 2 timeouts left to burn for ABQ. It is 3rd down. And Pittsburgh's not going to take any chances. Blitz on the carry. He almost got it himself. Albuquerque will get the stop, so they'll get another shot in a 2-score game.
I think what are they? Are they punting?
Well, yeah.
This is in range for Yuki.
Yeah, they are going to kick it. I thought maybe they might punt to try to pin him deep.
That was a key run by Blitz. Right outside 45, and the longest that Yuki did all season was 36. So, Yuki's got to go over to Blitz and give him a high five for setting him up for a good field goal. And
it nearly missed left, but Yuki bangs in the field goal. So 37 points for Pittsburgh. That's 8 off their franchise record of 45, dating back to last season, which was their first in SFLm. Albuquerque's left with 1 timeout. And Lee on this kick return all the way up to the 34-yard line. Decent field position. So you need 2 touchdowns, 2 2-point conversions, and an onside kick recovery in a minute 40 seconds. Have we seen crazier things?
I don't think I've ever seen anything that crazy. That's crazy town, I think. We'll see. I've been wrong before.
We'll see if we're new members of Crazy Town here in a minute 40.
We've said it before, though. Albuquerque's built to do this. Let's see if they can do it on the field.
Dalton Barker goes in motion. Roquan Dots, so he's been trying to come back basically all day. Pittsburgh built a 17-0 lead. They haven't looked back. They've led by 20 twice as Barker gets the catch. Albuquerque now has no more timeouts. They'll be in no huddle rest of the way as they try to make this game a little closer.
Not the best result in a play to make you burn your timeout.
No, they wanted something better there for sure. 3 touchdowns, 3 picks. Dots has loaded up the stat sheet tonight.
Yeah, he recovered, I think, from the beginning of the game.
Pittsburgh had his number early. Dots' pass is incomplete. That looked like pass interference if I've ever seen it, Charles.
Yeah, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, guy got buried.
Oh, man.
Wow.
What? Nemchuked.
Yeah, exactly. That was a bad no call. Dots drops to throw, fires, caught by Lee. First down, Albuquerque. They're not dead yet.
Let's go.
1:20 left. Dots to throw against the blitz, and that blitz, which earned Pittsburgh a sack earlier in the game, may have rushed that throw.
That's okay, though. They stop the clock, and they can get a different play out there, a play formation.
2nd and 10 now for the Green Helmets. 5 wide for Dots. No extra blocking help. Pittsburgh only rushes 3. Deep shot caught by Barker, dragging a defender down to the 9-yard line.
Let's go.
And Dots has hit his season average and then some. 3:07. 1:03 to go. Dots fires into the air. Oh, it's picked off! Picked off, and there it goes. Back the other way. Sammy Seatbelt the 3rd. He may be the 3rd, but this could be his 2nd pick 6, and Dots saves it. That's the ball game. Pittsburgh's going to win it. What a performance by this defense.
I mean, and what a way to put the plug on the game. The defense of Pittsburgh has been just playing lights out all night. They started it. They got the rest of the team on board after their great first couple possessions, and that's the way you end it. The defense getting an interception second for Seatbelt, and wow, great playbook by the Riverhogs.
So Pittsburgh gets to 2-4. San Jose 1-5, drops Albuquerque to 2-4. The Bossier City Steamers in action coming up next at 2-3. Could join that pack or could hand Philadelphia their second consecutive loss heading in to the Steamers' first season in the pros. But the kneel downs are happening. We'll have one more play. It was a hot one today. Exhausted a lot of offenses out here. Feels like 100 degrees, or did at kickoff. It still feels that way to me. But Pittsburgh survives. They get a second win, and a second win at home too, Charles. They go 2-1 at home in this little stretch, and that's got to feel good.
Definitely, and especially when pretty much all three aspects of the game have been pretty solid for them.
Pittsburgh wins it for the first time in a shootout this season, 37-21. What a ball game. Things are wrapping up here at the Hog Pen. Charles, your final thoughts as we roll through the end of game stats.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, they were solid on offense, defense, and special teams, but I think it was the defense that kind of set the tone for the entire squad, and things started falling into place once the defense settled in there and started taking control of the game.
That empty red zone trip at the end of the game hurts Albuquerque. Pittsburgh scores on all 4 of their red zone trips. They were balanced today, Charles. 32 passes, 30 runs, and had great starting field position too. 14-0 in points off turnovers. That was really a difference in the game.
Oh, definitely. And, we saw some great runs as well. Really impressive by Bolitz and Nemsik. I pronounced the name wrong. I'm sorry. But, a couple of those key at the end of the game where they needed to take control of the clock, just got those extra yards and the clock ticking. And, again, I can't say enough positives about, the offense and defense for the Riverhogs.
Tarantino finishes with 138, but it was too little too late as Pittsburgh gets the win, 37-21 over Albuquerque. For Charles, I'm Cam. We'll see you Sunday for the SFL All-Star Game. Should be a lot of fun. Until then, enjoy the rest of SFLm action tonight. Philadelphia, Bossier City, Chicago, Nashville. Will it be Nashville or Lexington grabbing that number 1 seed? We find out next. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. Have a great night, and we'll see you on Sunday.